Hi boys and girls, Paranoia here. This is 79 Grift run with Unhallowed Essence set. At the start I will only mention the changes, what the Blizzard did for the Unhallowed Essence set and what kind of buffs did we get in the new patch 2.4, what comes in the game few days ago. So now for the 2 set bonus we are getting 2 additional hatred and 1 discipline. Before we was getting only 1 discipline. For the 4 set bonus we are now getting 60% damage reduction and 60% increased damage for 8 seconds if we are not standing in the 10 yards radius from the mobs or from the elites. Before that was 20% damage reduction and 20% increased damage for 4 seconds. So that's kind of huge buff for the 4 set bonus piece for the Unhallowed Essence set. For the 6 set bonus, now Multishot and wedges deal 20% increased damage for every single point of discipline we have. Before that was 15% increased damage for every point discipline we did have. Now, because of the 4 set bonus, we are getting huge buff with that 60% damage reduction, what actually giving us opportunity to play without visage of the guns in our cube, even without awareness, as a passive skill, what was before just a skill we need to have when we was playing Demon Hunters. Now I will cover some new skills what Blizzard changed in the patch 2.4 for us Demon Hunters, and the primary change for us will be Vengeance. Finally, Vengeance have a great meaning for us Demon Hunters, because now when we are in Vengeance mode we are getting 40% damage increase, 10 hatred per second, and also additional rockets when we are in Vengeance mode. And because of that skill, you want to reroll some different kinds of Unhallowed Essence set now than we was using in the previous patch. So the boots and the pants will remain the same. The changes you want to do will be on your chest armor, on your helmet, on your shoulder, and on your gloves. And because we are trying to be permanently Vengeance mode, we will want to reroll some cooldown reduction on our items. Before we was using Calamity in the cube, and now the choice of the weapon for me definitely must be Dawn. The Dawn one-handed crossbow is giving us 65% reduced cooldown reduction for the Vengeance. And to be permanently Vengeance mode, you need to have 36 or 37 cooldown reduction. In my opinion, 33.3% cooldown reduction is more than enough if you play like I am playing, and I will explain that a little bit later. The first piece of the set you want to change now will be chest armor. You want to have their dexterity, vitality, 12 discipline as secondary stat. And now, because we don't have problem with hatred anymore, you want to reroll instead of hatred regeneration on your chest armor. You will want to have 15% life. You want to have all resist, or you want to have a reduction from the elites. The choice will be yours. All 3 possibilities will be good. The second piece of the set will be your helmet. You have 2 possibilities. You can play with dexterity, vitality, CC on helmet, and the other option is dexterity, 6 CC, and 50% skill. I know that 15% multi-shot skill is additive damage, but as I mentioned before, I like to squeeze more damage possible if I can. After helmet, you want to change your shoulders. Instead of cost reduction, you want to have 8 cooldown reduction there, or you want to have area damage. The choice will be yours, and that will depend what kind of rolls you have on some other items. The last piece of the set will be your gloves. I will like to have 4 possibilities on gloves. I would like to have Vitality CC CD. I would like to have cooldown reduction CC/CD, I would like to have trifecta gloves, and I would also like to have area damage CC/CD. As I was mentioning before, what kind of roles you change on your set will depend definitely what things you have on your quiver and also on your weapon. I only want to point you in some direction, but my opinion is that you want to aim for minimum 500k life, you want to aim around minimum 60 million toughness, even if I'm here I'm playing with lower toughness. Beside that, I think 33.33 cooldown reduction on your items is for must. That will give you gap between two permanently vengeance mode only for 2 seconds, and that is not a lot. These are like minimum stats you want to have. If you have problem to stay alive, then you want to go for more toughness on your Demon Hunter, you want to have more vitality, or you want to have Visage of the Guns in your cube. If the choice in the cube will be Visage of the Guns instead of Cinder Coat I'm here using, then definitely I'm suggesting you to have more than 33.33 cooldown reduction, especially if you are using Volt instead of Smokescreen. Now I'll talk about why I think 33.33 cooldown reduction is enough. Between two vengeance mode you will be 2 seconds away. So if you are playing with Smokescreen, you can take rune Lingering Fog, what is giving you 1.5 second safety, so you will be like half a second away from the new vengeance mode, and that will be more than enough to press Smokescreen when you will be in danger. So because of the Visage of the Guns in your cube, your toughness will go high sky, because the new item Visage of the Guns is giving you 1 more rune on your vengeance, and that will be Dark Heart, and Dark Heart is giving you 50% more damage reduction on your Demon Hunter. So with this, I think I cover all minimum stats you want to have on your Demon Hunter. So I hope that will give you some help how you want to build your personal Demon Hunter, because now we have more than one possibility what good rolls will be on our items. Now I want to cover passive skill. First of all, the skill they change is Thrill the Hunt. Thrill the Hunt now is slowing monsters and elites down, what is actually triggering Cool the Weak and the legendary gem Bane of the Trap. So now, because of that skill, we don't need to use any more Ice Blink. So instead of that, we can use Teguk, or we can use Bane of the Stricken. I want to cover other passive skills beside Thrill the Hunt. And the first place will be Cool the Weak, because of 20% damage increase when we are doing control impairing effects on the mobs and elites. Then that will be Ballistic, what is great for us because we are using Multishot fire, and we are getting side rockets from that skill, and also side rockets from the Vengeance. Then it will be Ambush, what have a great synergy with the Quiver Deadman Legacy we are using. And by the way, Deadman Legacy Quiver is getting new stats. We have 1 more stat on that Quiver, and also we are getting buff for the Multishot skill, but I will cover that a little bit later. Now I want to explain you why I'm using Cinder Coat instead of Visage of the Guns in the cube, what is in my opinion way better. Simply because of the passive skill Thrill the Hunt. When we are hit the enemies with our Hatred Spenders, they are slowed by 80% for 2 seconds. And if you have Cinder Coat in your cube, you can multi-shot 90% of the time. So because of that, they are under control impairing effects, what is triggering Bane of the Trap, and also Cool the Weak. So, in my opinion, that will be 4 passive skills you really want to have for your Demon Hunter if you're playing on Hollow as instead Multishot Fire build. The 5th passive, if you are playing with Hellfire Amulet, you can have a few options. You can put one of defensive skill, or you can go for one offensive skill. So if you are going for defense, then probably you want to have awareness. A perfectionist will be also okay. If you are going for more damage as 5th passive skill, my choice, I think it will be single out. From my previous testing on PTR, I noticed one thing, and that is the famous sharpshooter is giving me actually more damage than the steady aim passive skill, what was one of the choices in the patch 2.3. But my choice, as I mentioned before, will be single out, first of all because of the bosses and because of some yellow elites and also some monsters with high health. I already mentioned that we have now choice to play without awareness as a 5th passive skill, especially if you are using Taguk, what is giving us not only damage but decent amount of the toughness. So because of that, I think one more great opportunity for us if we are playing on Hollow Essence set will be the new set jewelry, and that will be Endless Walk, Trail Black Amulet combining with Compass Rose ring. That will give us opportunity for one more ring slot, and that will be Stone of Jordan. So additional discipline on Stone of Jordan with elemental damage and also damage against elites. If we have very good amulet and also ring, in my opinion, will give us more damage than the Focus and Restrain set rings and Hellfire Amulet. But unfortunately, I didn't test that yet. In the future, I hope I will find decent rings and amulets so I can test it, and I will made a video about that kind of combination also in the future. A lot of people was wondering, will an Hollow Essence set will be good for the team runs, and my opinion is yes, I think it will be good same as Shadow set, but not with Multishot Fire build, but with Cold build. I will also post one video about that when we will do some team runs. For the end, I will show you my details and what did I roll on my items, and also I will mention what will be ideal roll for me for the Unhollow Essence set and for the gaming style like I play. Instead of Evasive Fire Focus here, you can go for the first rune, what will give you 25% more armor, because we don't have a hatred problem anymore, as I mentioned before. So you can squeeze like that a little bit more toughness if you have 33 point cooldown reduction. I don't have that here on this run, and that's why I was using focus. So about ideal rolls for me, shoulders 8 cooldown reduction, gloves trifecta or CC/CD area damage, but I don't have gloves with area damage, so I'm playing here with trifecta. Quiver, in my opinion, the best roll you can get will be 8 cooldown reduction, area damage on Quiver, or damage against the elites. So I don't think you need to have vitality on Quiver, because here I was playing without vitality on Quiver, and here I was also using helmet with 15% skill instead of vitality, so it is more than possible to play like that. If you don't have vitality on your quiver, or if you don't have vitality on your helmet, then definitely you want to go with the Gook, not with the Bane of the Stricken. If you are using Bane of the Stricken, then try to get area damage on your gloves, and especially on your quiver, and also area damage on your weapon will be better choice than 7 attack speed like I'm having here on my weapon. I hope that you will find my video useful and that I did help you with some doubts how to build your future Demon Hunter on how Essence set Multishot build. If you like the video, put the thumbs up, feel free to subscribe, put any kind of commentary if you don't agree with the stuff I was mentioning here, and if you will do something differently. Until my next video, good hunting, see you, and bye bye.